Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make this morph effect inside Cinema 4D. Just check this out. So let me break this down step by step. First, we're going to look at how I animated this thing, and then I will show you guys how I set up this lighting and materials. Morphing effect, I use just Spherify modifier that you can find right here. And my object, just a simple cube. Let me show you how I did this. So I just added this cube. So I will put this like here. I made them editable, and there is a shortcut that can subdivide your cube. So I hit U plus S multiple times, and there you go. And I'm going to hold my shift key and add Spherify. Increase the strength up to 100 and radius 100 centimeters. Actually, I just noticed that I'm walking on a treadmill, so don't worry about this. It is crazy, I know. And we got this smooth effect of morphing. Hold on, what's going on with my camera? So I control this Spherify by linear field. It is slightly transforming from A to B, which is so nice. I also added displacer below Spherify with the noise effect on it. I also added this linear field that controls Spherify as well. You can copy these settings, but I should mention that you should bear in mind that scale is really necessary part of your scene. So if your scale is too little, some materials won't work properly. Animation also gets wonky, especially simulation. So to be more precisely, I wouldn't go lower than 50 centimeters or bigger than 1000 centimeters. For motion graphics, you shouldn't worry about this, just rely on real world dimensions. And let me introduce you jiggle modifier with these settings. Without jiggle, we wouldn't see this kind of jelly effect that you can see. Let me draw. By jelly effect, I mean these waves that you can see. By adding jiggle modifier, my animation would stand out. Inside smoothing, I added a linear field that controls transition, just to be sure that my machine is sharp enough. A red value means it's 0, yellow 1. So let me explain how vertex map is working on this project. I used freeze grow mode. I animated the effect strength from 0 to 100 just to make sure this red value before 60 frames is completely red. As a leverage, I used the spherical field and I animated Y position. Also, blending mode is really important. If I change this blending mode to this, how animation looks like if I change this random field to multiply, just not what we want, right? And the same goes for screen. You see, if I delete these curtains, my sphere becomes darken. I just disable this curtain from primary ray visible, and this curtain works as long as we can see glass. But then I animated the offset. Let me show you the node editor. So we got two materials, one which is plastic and two which is glass. So to blend two materials together, I used vertex attribute node and derived this vertex map. Remember this red and white information. That's what I'm talking about. So this vertex attribute controls the transition between two materials. You can copy these settings for glass. I wouldn't say that it is pretty complicated glass. It is not. The lighting is really important. So guys, speaking of lighting, I said that I will show you guys the lighting setup, but honestly, there are a lot of them, and I'm thinking about there's no perfect recipe when it comes to light. Every scene is unique. And for example, let me show you this light makes an accent for this cube, you see? And each light makes their own accent in the scene. So I wouldn't recommend relying on this messy scene. Just learn lighting on YouTube, for example. There's a remarkable course on YouTube by Blender Guru about lighting, so check this out. And guys, I have good news. I just built a scene and want to share with you for free. I think this sounds great. I also changed this cube and made them smoother. That's going to work fine for logo. You can add Instagram logo, YouTube logo, whatever you like, and that's going to be really good animation. I think this is it. If this video was helpful, please hit this like button and share with friends. That will mean a lot for me. And with that being said, see you the next time.